Hello everyone, welcome back to Joy Builds Cities. You are talking to Joy. If you're new to this channel, then you have no idea that I was just doing my best impression of Cities by Stevens intro to his channel. And the reason I did that is because I am in Oracle Valley. That's right, I am getting the privilege to build a quintessential Pacific Northwest town in Cities by Stevens, city of Oracle Valley. Now, I've selected this little spot of land. I love the view from here that we're getting that peek into the downtown, and I don't know how much of that you guys have seen yet, so maybe we're getting a little spoiler right here. But I really love this little spot of land. We are near the covered bridge, which I'm really excited about. We've got, of course, the train coming through here. So I thought this was such a perfect little spot for the town. Now, I put in the historical train station here, and we have this warehouse here, but I want to make sure that cargo trains can get in and out no matter what direction they're going in. So the first thing I'm going to do is fix this, and then we're going to jump right into starting our first hiking trail, which is going to be the highlight of this town, is the quintessential Pacific Northwest hiking. Okay, I think that will do the trick. As I said, hiking is going to be a big highlight of this small town that I am building in Oracle Valley. So right behind this train station, this is not land that would really be desirable. So I'm going to take advantage of this little corner and put in our first little hiking trail back here. And I'm going to be doing a lot of detailing with heavy trees and lots of rocks because I live in the Pacific Northwest and I do quite a bit of hiking. This is so much fun for me. So now I'm going to dive in and let's get this whole first little miniature hiking trail detailed up. Okay, on the other side of this train station, I do want to connect into like this small little country highway that we have coming through this area. So I'm going to use the slope tool and just create a nice little connection here. So we're just going to slope up to here. And we're going to pull in a small industrial road. I do want there to be this easy access, direct connection into the train station for cargo. So let's go ahead and find so many roads. The little this little 1U industrial road I really like, and I think it's going to work really well with kind of the small town vibes that we're going with here. So let me just get this into place. And now, just like we did on the other side, I'm going to take the opportunity to use this land on this side of the road to make another hiking trail. So let's get that put in and all detailed up. Now I've gone ahead and added a small recycling center and the water treatment plant, and then I'm putting a water tower over here. Now I'm not hooking up into Stevens' existing network for water and power because we are so far away. If that eventually gets hooked up, that's fine, but I want to make sure we are really self-sufficient out here in this little town. Now, in this little spot of land is just calling out to be industrial, especially since we have the industrial evolution now and we can do those beautiful brick buildings. I think they are going to look so good right in here. So let's go ahead and get those zoned in. Okay, I'm loving the vibe of this town already. You guys have to let me know what you think. I think we're off to a really good start. I think this is looking really good. Okay, on the other side of the road, I do want to bring a little walking path to the water tower. There is this little door on the side of the bottom of the water tower, so I want to make it seem like you could walk over there for maintenance or whatever you need to do. So we're going to put that in here, and then we'll do a touch more detailing in this area. And there we go. We have one little section of our town done, completed. I think the other thing I'll want to do in this area is paint a park area. Behind here, we'll add some viewing decks, and that will get some people moving around those paths, which will be fun to see. Now I'm pulling in one of these really fat pedestrian roads in front of the train station. I want this to be a bit of a grand feel outside of the train station for this small town. And I'm really excited because right outside of the train station, not only will there be a place for buses, because I do want to bring in some bus action into this little town, but also some parking if you wanted to park here, and you can commute because you can take this train pretty quickly all the way right into downtown. So that's going to be a really good commuter train for people who work here. But the thing that I'm really excited about is we're going to take this little spot outside of the train station and turn into what I imagine is like a weekend farmers market for the town. Of course, it's going to be there all the time because it's City Skylines, but I'm really excited, and I'm like, I love, you guys know, if you watch my channel, I love creating farmers markets, and to do kind of like this small town vibe, it's got me really excited. Now we do need water in this area, and because I do want a few assets here on the pedestrian road, and we have the train station here on the pedestrian road, we will need to fit in one of these little service stations. So I was glad I was able to squeeze this into this area, and now we have our pedestrian zone. I am so excited about this. Oh my gosh, these are looking so cute. Okay, let's build out the rest of our farmers market. I was so happy to find some of Larry Skyline's assets in Cities by Steven's city. As you guys know, I love Larry Skylines, and all of his little parks that he creates are just adorable. And these ones fit so perfectly as an extension of this historical train station. Then I moved into really creating the farmers market. I used these little dirt paths so that we would get all the 1-by-1 buildings, and then just using Find It to plop down the assets that I wanted for this adorable little farmers market, and then of course marking everything historical. Then I grabbed a few things from the plazas and promenades, and also some of the tourist parks that we got. They actually look like little farmers markets, so they fit perfectly in here. And then I topped off the whole area with a playground and some gazebos, again just focusing on the community aspect of this town center. Oh, Stephen has not used the tax office yet. Oh, this is exciting. I love using this little building in small town builds. It's like the little small town courthouse, which I absolutely love. So in this quote unquote downtown area of our small town, I want to use the Brooklyn and Queens for some high density residential. And then I want to use the financial district, and then just make sure I mark those buildings historical at level 1, because they really do kind of have that like historical kind of old town feel, and I think those next to the Brooklyn and Queens actually look really nice. So let's get this zoned in and see what these kind of look like together. Okay, I think this is looking so cute. I love the look of these buildings, and we got a nice corner piece too. Yes, I am really liking this a lot. Okay, I do think I want to turn these around just to face the courthouse. Yeah, there we go. That's a really nice balance. Let's also turn these around as well. Okay, I think we are off to a great start. Okay, let's build out our next block or two. My goal right here now is to connect, or this road I'm drawing out here is kind of gonna be or kind of a main street, but it's still a small town, so it's not gonna be, you know, super packed, and it's not gonna be very long. It's gonna end as soon as we meet up with our other little industrial road that we have here. So I'm just gonna connect the two of these together, and then that will be the length of our main street right there. So it is gonna be pretty small. Now I do want to bring some roads behind here because we do need to think about bringing in a cemetery, and I think it's kind of a good spot. The train station's a bit noisy, and then we're also right off of the main street. So I think this is a good place to put it. And then alongside of our farmers market, I do kind of want to bring in some more historical looking buildings. So we're going to bring in the little police station and fire station that's from those little tiny ones that are so cute and historical. And then also we'll bring in like a little historical hotel. I think that's going to look really nice too. So let's get all of that put in. Okay, I'm liking the vibe here. We've got a nice start to our little main street, and the cemetery fit in perfectly. And look at all the people walking, my goodness. So this is working great so far. All right, let's keep building out our main street, and I also want to bring in a central park as well. Okay, this town is coming along nicely. Now I'm only going to continue this higher density, this kind of downtown area, till we hit this diagonal industrial road I have coming through the town, and then we'll move on to low density. So there's a huge amount of foot traffic on this little industrial road, which makes sense. That's where a lot of people in town will be working, and so they're walking to work. So I just want to make this a bit more of an enjoyable walk. Okay, now this is where things are going to start getting really exciting. We're going to upgrade this little piece of road right here, and I'm actually going to use this road to pull down, and we're going to connect up into our country highway. So now we'll actually have two ways you can come into town. You have the industry road in the back, and now this road. So hopefully the road that we initially put in will just specifically be for industry traffic, and now residents and cars should take this road. But we are going to bring our little industry road to connect right in, so that way there is also a second way to connect to that country highway. Okay, so let me explain what I've done in this area. So it was really important to me to bring in the bank and the post office. I felt like as our downtown area is kind of completing at this diagonal industry road, it was important to bring those into the downtown area. And I kind of like that they weren't on the quote unquote main street. I'm seeing this area back here as kind of some new development that came into the town. I've pulled in a nice little pedestrian road and then put down the shopping malls zoning here so that we get some of these nice a little bit of an outdoor shopping vibe. Something that maybe you wouldn't normally see in a small town, but this is like a new development that came in, and everyone in the town is so excited to have this kind of shopping option. So I think it fit in really well. I think that these new shopping buildings look really nice with the post office and the bank, and I think everything just fits really nicely. So to let me know what you think of our kind of core downtown area of this small town. Okay, I'm so glad I put in this little walking path along this industrial road. I think it turned out super cute. I hope you are enjoying this build so far of this quintessential Pacific Northwest small town. We're going to be back tomorrow continuing to build in this town, and I'm also going to show you some of the real life inspiration that I took for parts of this build. So we're going to get into all of that tomorrow. Hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.